The chamber was cold. Not cold like winter back on Earth, cold like the silence between stars. Ambassador James Hartwell stood alone at the center of the grand rostrum of the Galactic Council, a structure that floated at the gravitational midpoint of 7 solar systems. Around him, representatives of 43 civilizations watched from elevated platforms carved from asteroid glass. Their eyes, compound, singular, lidless, glowing, all fixed on the human. The Grand Speaker, a towering creature of pale cartilage and bioluminescent tendrils, raised a limb. The Council has deliberated for 3 cycles, it announced in unified tongue, the translation chip behind Hartwell's ear converting every syllable. Humanity's application for membership into the galactic community is hereby denied. A low hum filled the chamber. Approval. Hartwell didn't flinch. On what grounds? You are volatile. Warlike. You have occupied your planet for fewer than 200,000 years and have already scarred it beyond recognition. You weaponize everything you touch. You are a species that builds fires inside your own homes. The speaker's tendrils curled. You are a danger. To yourselves. To others. The Council moves that humanity be restricted to the Sol system indefinitely. No trade routes. No jump gate access. No interstellar travel beyond 3 light-years of your sun. Hartwell looked around the chamber slowly, meeting whatever passed for eyes in 43 different species. Understood, he said quietly. Then he turned and walked out. The transport back to Earth took 11 days through conventional drive, jump gates were already being locked to human vessels. Colonel Dana Reeves met Hartwell at the docking bay on Luna Station, her jaw tight, her uniform crisp. How bad? She asked. Total blockade, he said. Sol system only. Permanently. She exhaled slowly. Congress is going to explode. Let them. Hartwell picked up his coat. We have work to do. 6 months later, buried beneath the Mojave Desert in a facility that officially did not exist, Dr. Marcus Webb stared at a whiteboard covered in equations that should have been impossible. You're telling me, said General Patricia Cole, arms crossed, that we can build our own jump network? Not just jump network, Webb said, uncapping a marker and drawing a rough circle. Our own gate architecture. Independent of Council infrastructure entirely. No shared frequencies. No permissions needed. He tapped the board. The Council's gates work by borrowing folds in existing spacetime. What we're proposing is different. We don't borrow. We tear. Cole raised an eyebrow. Is that safe? Webb smiled the smile of a man who had not slept in 4 days. Probably not the first few times. Funding was approved by morning. 18 months of failures. 17 prototype drives destroyed. 2 unmanned probes lost forever in folded space. Then, on a Tuesday in March, pilot Ryan Hatchett sat inside the USS Defiance, a ship built entirely from scratch, entirely from human hands, carrying zero Council-approved technology, and punched the ignition. The tear opened. Not like a Council gate, smooth, regulated, perfectly circular. This was ragged. Violent. Beautiful. A wound in space that screamed color at the edges, purple-white and furious, like lightning learning how to become a door. The Defiance went through. 12 seconds later, it reappeared, 4.7 light-years from Sol. Past the blockade. Past the line. Hatch's voice crackled over comms, laughing hard enough that the signal broke up. Houston, oh, they are not going to like this. 5 years after the ban, the Galactic Council convened an emergency session. The reports arriving from their border sensors were difficult to process. Humanity had not collapsed behind its restriction line. It had not begged for re-entry. Instead, in the space of 60 months, humans had established 14 colonial outposts across 6 star systems, constructed a chain of their own crude but functional tier gates, signed independent trade agreements with 3 minor civilizations the Council had long ignored, and were in the process of terraforming 2 worlds simultaneously. They had built, from nothing, in defiance, a kingdom. The Grand Speaker stared at the data quietly for a long moment. "Request a diplomatic channel," it finally said. An aide stepped forward. "To whom, Grand Speaker?" The speaker's tendrils curled, not in contempt this time. In something that, on a human face, might have looked like reluctant respect. "To Ambassador Hartwell."